perspective on free will?
With respect to what, God?
Well, there's only everything is in respect to God, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what?
Yeah, just explain what you mean more.
So just tell me your understanding of your Islamic belief about free will.
We have free will. What about it? I don't understand.
So no, that's a statement, not your understanding. How does God give you free will?
What do you mean? How does he give us free will? I don't understand.
It's an open question, really. What's your understanding of free will in this world, in respect to your religion?
Yeah, God creates us, and we have free will to choose anything we want.
Is it anything you want you can choose? Is that true?
Yeah, with respect to belief or disbelief, yeah.
Well, with respect to opportunity as well.
Yeah.
Oh, in belief, in your belief. So you
I thought that's what you were getting
at. That's fine. Sorry. So you can choose whatever you want to believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where does one go to understand what Islam teaches about free will? Jake the Muslim metaphysician or Shahid Muslim? Shahid Muslim, one of the most revered Hadith collectors, gives a whole chapter with 52 authentic Hadith he calls the Book of Destiny.
Destiny.
The events that will necessarily happen to a particular person or thing in the future. The hidden power believed to control future events.
Let's read some of this Hadith. When the drop of semen remains in the womb for 40 or 45 nights, the angel comes and says, "My Lord, will he be good or evil?" And both these things would be written. And his deeds and actions, his death, his livelihood, these are also recorded. Then his document of destiny is rolled, and there is no addition to nor subtraction from. My Lord, what about his livelihood? And what about his disposition? And then the Lord decides about his misfortune and fortune. What's that? Decides. Allah's messenger said, and then said, there is none amongst you who a seat in paradise or hell has not been allotted, and about whom it has not been written down, whether he would be an evil person or a blessed person. A person then asked, Allah's messenger, should we not therefore depend upon destiny and abandon our deeds? Thereupon he says, acts of everyone will be facilitated in that which has been created for him, so that whoever belongs to the company of the blessed will have good works made easier for him, and whoever belongs to the unfortunate ones will have evil deeds made easier to them. He then recited the verse of the Quran, we shall make easy for him the easy end, and who is miserly and considers himself above need, we shall make easy for him the difficult end.
But he who is a greedy miser and thinks himself self-sufficient and gives the lie to the best, we will indeed make smooth for him the path to misery. Nor will his wealth profit him when he falls headlong into the pit. Verily, we take upon ourselves to guide, and verily unto us belong the end and the beginning. Therefore do I warn you of a fire blazing fiercely. None shall reach it, but those most unfortunate ones, who give the lie to truth and turn their backs. But those most devoted to Allah shall be removed far from it.
Abu al-Swad reported that Imran Hussein asked him, what is your view? What the people do today in the world and strive for, is it something decreed for them or preordained for them? Or will their fate in the hereafter be determined by the fact that their prophets brought them teaching which they did not act upon?
I said, of course, it is something which is predetermined for them and preordained for them. Then, would it not be an injustice to punish them? I felt greatly disturbed because of that, and said, everything is created by Allah and lies in His power. He would not be questioned as to what He does. 2 men of the tribe of Muzayna came to Allah's messenger and said, Allah's messenger, What is your opinion that the people do in the world and strive for, is something decreed for them, something preordained for them, and will their fate in the hereafter be determined by the fact that their prophets brought them teachings which they did not act upon, and thus they became deserving of punishment? Thereupon he said, Of course, it happens as it is decreed by destiny and preordained for them. And this view is confirmed by this verse of the Book of Allah, the Exalted and Glorious. Consider the soul and him who made it perfect, then breathe into it its sin and its piety.
Here Sahih Muslim is referring to the verse 91:7 and 8 that reads, And by the soul and the one who made it well, and by the soul and he who perfected it, then inspired it with its evil and piety. That is what the verse actually says, and then they put in brackets instincts of to cover for the embarrassment. So what is it, Muslim? Either the Quran says predestination, either the Quran is in error when you need to add brackets. It's one or the other. Another translation, then inspired it with its evil and piety. And again, they put in brackets instincts of. So either the Quran is not perfect, is in error, and Allah cannot communicate, either there is no free will. The soul is already inspired with evil and piety. Verify, a man will perform the deeds of the people of paradise for a long time, then his deeds will be concluded with the deeds of the people of hell. And verify, a man would perform the deeds of the people of hell for a long time, and then his deeds would be concluded with the deeds of the people of paradise. There was an argument between Adam and Moses. Moses said to Adam, You are our father, you did us harm and caused us to get out from paradise. Adam said to him, You are Moses, Allah selected you for direct conversation with you and wrote with his own hand the book for you. Despite this, you blame me for an act which Allah had ordained for me 40 years before he created me. I really enjoy how they specify years. Allah's apostle said, This is how Adam came the better of Moses, and Adam came the better of Moses. I heard Allah's messenger saying, Allah ordained the measures of quality of the creation 50,000 years before he created the heavens and the earth. Guys, 50,000 years is nothing for cosmic time. The universe is 14.7 billion years. Okay. 50,000 years ago, not even dinosaurs existed. So, what Muhammad is saying right now, he says that God ordained the measures of creation 50,000 years before creation. For cosmic time, that's nothing. Yet here Muhammad is trying to impress the audience like, a big number, 50,000. Moreover, what's the point of time when it comes to God? He's outside of time. Verify, the hearts of all the sons of Adam are between the two fingers of the compassionate Lord as one heart. He turns that to any direction he likes. Then Allah's messenger said, Allah, the turner of their hearts, turn our hearts to thine obedience. So, Allah turns the hearts of people. On the day when they are dragged into the fire upon their faces, taste the touch of fire. Surely we have created everything according to a measure. So in other words, Allah creates people for hellfire. That is what this verse is saying. No baby is born but upon fitra. It is his parents who made him a Jew or a Christian or a polytheist. A person said, Allah's messenger, what is your opinion if they were to die before that, before reaching the age of adolescence, when they can distinguish between right and wrong? He said, it is Allah alone who knows what they will be doing. So if a baby dies Allah knows what it happened. It might go to hell, to heaven. You never know.
By the gods, an owl. Golden owl.
Guys, the stupidity required for someone to be a Muslim, it's, what can I say? Okay, it's almost like we are taking crazy pills. I mean, if you have 1,000 Islamic verses, 1,002 will be stupid and immoral, or both. Every verse. It's amazing. People actually believe in Islam. What Allah can do? What else does he need to do? What else does he need to do, my friend? The simplest stuff. Islam gets wrong. Yet you believe in it. Why? What's the reason? We don't know. Anyway, let's continue. The young man who Kedar killed was a non-believer by his very nature. What? Non-believer by his very nature. And had he survived, he would have involved his parents in defiance and unbelief. Kedar is a story inside the Quran who kills an innocent child. So, this innocent child was a non-believer by his very nature. Aisha, the mother of the believers, said that Allah's messenger was called to lead the funeral prayer of a child of the Ansar. I said, Allah's messenger, there is happiness for this child who is born from the birds of paradise, for it committed no sin, nor has he reached the age when one can commit sin. He said, Aisha, peradventure, it might be otherwise, because God created for paradise those who are fit for it when they were yet in their father's loins, and he created for hell those who were to go to hell. He created them for hell while they were yet in their father's loins. So, Jake, or Muslims, I just read 8 from the 52 authentic hadiths of Sahih Muslim, clearly posting there is no free will in Islam. Is everything predetermined? That's not free will. That's not even compatibilism. That is clear-cut predestination. The only way Muslims, including you, Jake, can escape that is to claim 52 authentic hadiths are in error and therefore leave Sunni Islam. That's the only way out from this.
That's the difference. You're assuming that the reason forces me to believe it. It doesn't.
So when you're having
Unless it's logical.
Hamza, if you have 5 different thoughts that emerge about, say, where you want to eat this evening, right? And you have various thoughts, and you've got various beliefs about yourself and the restaurant that you're choosing out of those 5 restaurants.
Yeah. Good analogy.
So how does that emerge that you choose the particular one that you choose?
Testimony.
Could be different for
Hamza, for a person that doesn't even know whether the earth is round, why are you pretending that you know things about epistemology, my friend? Hamza, you are the stupidest person on planet Earth as we speak. On this pale blue line we call planet Earth, you are the stupidest person. Why you feel qualified teaching people epistemology? Why? Explain to us. Anyway, as for you, Jake, obviously you were ignoramus about Islam and free will. So now that you know the truth, what you will do? That's very core. You will leave Islam, or you will be a zombie like your friends there and continue to drag around the dead body we call Islam. Like the weekends on Bernie's. This is This is the analogy. You drag around a dead body called Islam. Time to find new hobbies.